Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I personally have never felt more confident and more bullish regarding the crypto asset class, and certainly, specifically, XRP. I've never felt more like this than I do in this exact moment. And part of it has to do with the fact that I've now been around in the space for a good 3 years, and so I've learned some things along the way about market cycles, this and that, but it's crystal clear to me that this asset class is here to stay, and I firmly believe those cryptocurrencies that solve real-world problems have the opportunity for tremendous staying power and additional utility as a store of value. There's a reason that people are going to continue to speculate on cryptocurrencies like that. I certainly believe anyway. And so I want to share with you opinions from at least a few different chart analysts within this video. And there are a couple in particular that I've been following for some time that have rather similar opinions about what's going to happen in terms of immediate, well, in the short term here with Bitcoin. What that would mean for XRP price. And there are some predictions, including 80-cent XRP by the end of this year, 2020, and potentially even $20 XRP by the end of next year. And I'll tell you what, if it takes a year for XRP to get to $20, oh darn, oh gosh darn, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm going to outpatient anyone else, damn it. I do want to be clear, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about these topics and engage with the XRP community and make YouTube videos about it. That is all that it is. Before we go any further, also, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I'd appreciate the support. And I also recommend that you treat yourself, girl, by subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel, which is the best channel on all of the YouTubes. That's a fact, man. As I record this, XRP up. How about this? Up to 26.2 cents. Bitcoin is at $15,688. The market cap for the asset class, $450 billion. Bitcoin dominance at 64.52%. So here's a fun little XRP chart. That's the 30-day here. You can see how much it's been ramping up, though, if I do it. Here's a 7-day chart. Yeah, sitting pretty compared to where it was just a couple days ago, really. I mean, how low is this one? 23 cents even on November 2nd. So, yeah, it's certainly, that's a fair percentage increase right there. And then Bitcoin, this is the ridiculous 30-day chart. Damn, man. Like, I got to tell you, that's an impressive freaking chart right there. And I'm not pretending. I'm never going to pretend to be a chart analyst. I don't want to know how to be one. It legitimately doesn't interest me. But that is one physically attractive chart right there. Like, seriously, I will make out with that chart. And this is an XRP channel. You know, think about it. But think, like, Bitcoin went from, let's give credit where it's due. Can we do that? $10,632 on, what's this? October 8th? 10,600-ish up to damn near $16,000 inside of 30 days. That is something. And so we're going to be talking about the direction this might all be going in terms of, should we be expecting perhaps some retracement? What does this mean for XRP and the rest of the crypto asset class here? Because look, we haven't seen price action. Like, I'm not kidding. So, like, what you're staring at on your screen, if you're looking right now, this type of activity I haven't seen since before the bubble popped for Bitcoin and the crypto asset class during the last market cycle. This hasn't happened. Not like this. Not like freaking this. This is new. And so it's exciting to see this, and because frankly, almost the entirety of my existence in the world of crypto, it's been in a bear market where everybody's just like a bunch of sad pandas bitching about stuff. And I get, like, I get it. We have our own money in this. Like, we have actually invested, so I understand why emotions can ride high. But I'm just saying, This is a time to get excited about this, in my humble opinion, even though I acknowledge that there could be a retracement, so which I'll be talking about again in just a second here. But I wanted to highlight this. I like this. This is a tweet from Crypto Viking XRP, who tagged me along with others in the community, and wrote the following. I think it's about the time to give it one more shot at explaining the long-term benefits of XRP to those close to you. At least then they can't say you didn't try. #bullish. You know what, Crypto Viking XRP, I respect that. I genuinely do. I, however, will not be doing this because I engaged as much as I found to be sufficient during the last market cycle and after the bubble popped, explaining, hey, what market cycles are and everything I had learned to that point, and long-term utility and short-term price action, even if it goes down for years, does not necessarily mean that everything's going to hell in a handbasket forever. All of this stuff, and I just, there's still like some friends, most of my friends are like super nice about it, they just genuinely are not interested no matter what. And then so like whether it's friends or family, like a bunch of them do own XRP, but probably not that much, and they haven't been following it since it was in the news, just like typical people, you know. And these are smart, established, friendly, nice people. These are my friends and family I'm talking about here. But in this sense, they are behaving like you'd expect most people to. You know, I'm not saying that to make fun of them. I'm just observing this. You know, they'll be interested in it again, I bet, when the price starts rallying again. And then when people are telling you how to buy XRP on CNN again, or whatever major mainstream media channel you watch, they're telling you how to do that, and then they're calling it Ripple. Buy your Ripple on. I'm like, shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. Damn it. See, that's when it's too late, though. You know, and that did happen last cycle, and I do think that's going to happen again. Stuff like that, even if they're not literally saying, here's how you buy your Ripple, like a bunch of idiot sticks. But, so, like, if any of you want to try talking to friends and family, go for it. I've done all I'm willing to do. I'm just saying here, and look, when it takes off, I mean, I'm not going to rub it in anybody's face, but I will be kind of like, you know, like you had your chance, damn it. I've been paying attention, studying this on a daily basis, and so whatever. I just feel like it's one of these things. It's like there have been few things in life I've felt as confident about as this, and I really genuinely mean that. I'm firmly confident in the long-term existence of the crypto asset class, first and foremost. And then what I'm next most confident in is the long-term viability of XRP. But because look, even if I'm wrong about XRP, and I really don't think I am, but I could be, I acknowledge that, fine. There's you can run businesses that can't exist without crypto, so like it is here to stay. Now, the blockchain backer, fellow XRP YouTuber, chart analysis channel here, he put out a video today, and I was watching this, and so he seems to think that there's going to be, and he's not the only one. I'm going to show you another analyst that actually feels almost exactly the same way, but he thinks that there's going to be some serious resistance for Bitcoin from 16,000 to 16,300 is what he cited. He feels very confident that sooner than later, Bitcoin, which has not happened to this, at least not as I'm recording this, Bitcoin has not yet gone over that $16,000 mark, but who knows, hell, by the time you're watching this, things happen quickly, maybe it already has. But he thinks that's going to happen, and there's going to be major resistance in that range of 16 to 16.3. Then he thinks that in all likelihood, it's going to retrace. Now, he does acknowledge that there could be just a complete face-melting Bitcoin rally, like it could happen here, like really keep going. He thinks that's less likely than seeing a retracement at this level, and he went into technical reason as to why. And I'm not going to break it down to that degree. This is not a chart analysis channel. I just like to share opinions from various chart analysts. I think it's fun to get like a broad swath of opinions, and then you guys can decide what you think makes sense, if any of it. And so he thinks that, you're going to see some retracement. And what typically happens when you see relatively, like, quote unquote, like bigger movements in Bitcoin? Well, altcoins follow, all of them, XRP and everything else. And you can kind of see that too. Here, I'll illustrate this for you. Here's, let me try and get the top 10 coins on screen here. And not that the charts all look exactly the same, but most of them are almost identical at this point. And think about it. So as Bitcoin was running up, I was talking within the last couple of days on videos where I was talking about price, about how the altcoin markets were down, and it was just Bitcoin up. And I illustrated that when it was happening. But now, even altcoins are reaping the benefits of what has happened in terms of price action with Bitcoin. So the whole market's up here. And so if you look at weekly, where I'm circling right around here, look at these weekly charts for the top 10 cryptocurrencies, and always throw out Tether because it's a stable coin. It's never going to look the same. But these charts are strikingly similar. And so they lagged behind Bitcoin, and then they did go up too in price, even XRP. Look at this. Look at this chart. Don't even think about the numbers. Just look at the chart. Visually, you can use your own damn human eyeballs to see that something has happened there. And it's an increase in terms of price. And so what's going to happen if Bitcoin does start to retrace after breaking 16,000, if it starts to go back down? Probably, more likely than not, you're going to see XRP and the rest of the market move down roughly in lockstep. But then after a little bit of that, The blockchain backer fully anticipates that you're going to see more of a rally in some of these coins. And he was even talking about XRP potentially getting up to the range of about 65 cents sooner than later. Now, that would be a dramatic increase compared to where it is now. I personally would not call that some sort of crazy parabolic rise, because I don't. If you're talking about like something truly parabolic, where we're talking about XRP getting back to closer to its all-time highs, like we saw, in early January 2018. I feel that it's much more likely, this is my unprofessional opinion here, but I do think it's much more sensible that Bitcoin would have that type of ridiculous, awesome rally first, and then altcoins like XRP would have their own in due time afterwards. I don't know how long it would take, but I certainly suspect that's more likely to happen there. So even if that happens, though, he still is absolutely on board with the general macro trend of Bitcoin, even if it retraces, as he thinks is likely, to keep on shooting up. And he is not the only one. Take a look at this tweet from Leb Crypto, and this is interesting to me. It wrote, Bitcoin, while it still may rip to the 16,000 to 16,500 levels, I believe this play has the higher risk/reward ratio going into December. After this correction is done, I'm expecting a rip to all-time highs towards end of year or early January 2021. During this month, whenever Bitcoin is correcting slowly or moving sideways, unleash mini alt season. And there you go, which is conceptually the same thing as what Blockchain Backer was talking about here. So he's talking about a correction, and so Blockchain Backer said 16 to 16.3. Leb Crypto says 16 to 16.5. He's expecting a correction, and it could unleash basically a little mini alt season. Same damn thing. They're both talking about this, and that's definitely quite fascinating to me, and I definitely would not hate that. I mean, you're talking about, in fact, here, let me show you what he had stated. And this was, okay, so what I just read from Crypto, that's his newest stuff right there. So that's within the last, that's from today. And then the other one's from like 18 hours ago. So this is like brand new stuff. Here's a tweet, though, from September 24th. And it's just from Leb Crypto. And I think that this will kind of be fun to track here. Thoughts on the XRP chart, emphasizing that it's long-term channel bound. And so here's what he's calling on. 80 cents for XRP end of year. Revisit all-time high during summer 2021. Moon to $20 plus end of year 2021. How about that? And they wrote bearish warning. Fair enough, we'll cover this too. Losing 17 cents again, and thus the channel is detrimental. Much lower levels to be visited if this happens. Unlikely. And so it did not happen. So, especially with Bitcoin going on a tear as of late here, what do you think? I mean, again, Blockchain Backer saying maybe somewhere in the neighborhood of 65 cent XRP sooner than later. Leb Crypto saying 80 cents by end of year. That's not that far off, guys. It seems to me like even if you're going to like, you argue, they could sit there and debate about what makes more sense, 80 cents or 65 cents. They're practically predicting the same damn thing overall here, right? And then as far as the next parabolic move up, this is a fun comparison too. So he's citing, Leb Crypto citing $20 plus by the end of year 2021. And that's a little bit more bullish than Blockchain Backer's been citing. When the parabolic portion really happens, he thinks it's going to peak somewhere between $10 to $13. But if either of them is right, I ain't going to be crying. All right, I'm going to be doing my little Moon Lambo happy dance, happy dance, happy dance. And you'll be doing yours too, will you not? Showing off your fancy dance moves. That's an appropriate time to do it. So, interesting stuff here. This is, guys, I'm telling you, like, it's okay to be excited at times too. And, like, with what's been happening lately, I'm starting to feel like that again, which I hadn't felt since, maybe the beginning part of 2018, when XRP was around its all-time highs. But, obviously you could see that the writing was on the wall in terms of the bubbles popping. I was like, okay, I think we're in store for something not so fun. That I was right about. Look, and I'm not a chart analyst, but I think anybody with eyeballs could have looked at a chart, said, hey, that's a bubble, and it popped, and then just moved on with life. And so that's effectively what I did. Now, I mean, when I say move on with life, I continued to participate within the XRP community, and then started the YouTube channel, all that jazz. But it's okay. It's okay. And look, maybe there's going to be some more retracements, and because nothing goes up in a straight line anyway. Maybe that'll happen sooner than later, but so what? If that happens and these guys are right, then you're talking about more money flowing into XRP sooner than would otherwise happen, probably. So not going to hate that. That is it for this video, though. Thank you for stopping by, my friends. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!